Shalom. Welcome to Evangelical End Time Machine. I'm Josie, one of the workers of the last days. Hello, welcome. On November 25th, 2013, a messenger angel of God brought on the following message to Benjamin Koseinsen. Shalom, Prophet Benjamin Koseinsen. I greet you in the wonderful name of Yeshua HaMashiach, Isa, Jesus Christ. Verily, my name is Charia, and I am a messenger angel of God. 1 Timothy 5, verse 15. For already some have turned aside after Satan. Verily, verily, I tell you and reveal to you, the CHIP program known as Obamacare requires that the chip implantation must be accepted as mandatory because, as they say, it would have advantages, amongst other things, for lower incomes, for those who cannot afford the too high costs of medical expenses. Also, in many churches of the United States, it is already being preached that the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast at all. Many churches have been forced to say this, otherwise they will receive no more subsidies and one has to close the church. Read aloud Revelation 13, verse 4. Here it is written, they worshipped the dragon because he gave his authority to the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, who is like the beast? Who is able to make war with him? The messenger angel of God spoke further. One also strikes here and there by giving a demonstration at schools where one shows how the RFID chip is inserted using a first aid doll, and one tells about the great advantages of it. Furthermore, the RFID chip is also offered through the medical institutions to people with lower immunity and within general medical practices. Read aloud Revelation 13, verse 16. Here it is written, he causes all, the small and the great, the rich and the poor, and the free and the slave, to be given marks on their right hands or on their foreheads. And verse 7 and 8, it was given to him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. Authority over every tribe, people, language, and nation was given to him. All who dwell on the earth will worship him. Everyone whose name has not been written from the foundation of the world in the book of life of the Lamb who has been killed. The messenger angel of God spoke further. Verily, is it an advantage if one rejects Yeshua HaMashiach, Isa, Jesus Christ, by doing this and allows himself to totally be taken over by Satan and enters into an everlasting covenant with Satan? And is it an advantage that one will be cast into the lake that burns with fire and brimstone, into hell, where eternal pain will be? Verily, also many Christians will show that their love was not strong enough for Yeshua HaMashiach, Isa, Jesus Christ, and this because one could not buy anything and one was hungry and accepted the mark. Read aloud Revelation 13, verse 17 and 18. Here it is written, and that no one would be able to buy or to sell unless he has that mark, the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. He who has understanding, let him calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. Joshua 24, verse 15. Here it is written, if it seems evil to you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were beyond the river, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And verse 16, the people answered, far be it from us that we should forsake the Lord to serve other gods. John 10, verse 26 to 30. Here it is written, but you don't believe because you are not of my sheep. As I told you, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. I give eternal life to them. They will never perish, and no one will snatch them out of my hand. My Father, who has given them to me, is greater than all. No one is able to snatch them out of my Father's hand. I and the Father are one. John 3, verse 16 and 17. Here it is written, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life. For God didn't send his Son into the world to judge the world, but that the world should be saved through him. Galatians 4, verse 9. Here it is written, but now that you have come to know God, or rather to be known by God, why do you turn back again to the weak and miserable elemental principles to which you desire to be in bondage all over again? John 8, verse 31. Here it is written, Jesus therefore said to those Jews who had believed him, if you remain in my word, then you are truly my disciples. Proverbs 8, verse 32. Here it is written, now therefore, my sons and also daughters, listen to me, for blessed are those who keep my ways. Isaiah 24, verse 21. Here it is written, it shall happen in that day that the Lord will punish the army of the high ones on high, and the kings of the earth on the earth. The messenger angel of God spoke further, I'm going now. Ruaha, Yeshu, Shalom, spoke the messenger angel of God and disappeared.